Feminism is under attack in South Korea. Online trolls and bigots are targeting women for their looks and choices. They say feminism is creating a gender conflict, pitting men and women against each other. It's a bit rich coming from men in South Korea. They've marginalized women, denied them rights for decades, and now talk about gender conflict. Why is misogyny so entrenched in this country? What triggered this backlash against feminism in South Korea? Our next report tells you.
South Korea won 6 gold medals at the Tokyo Olympics. 3 of them courtesy this athlete, An San, arguably the best female archer in the world. But South Korean men aren't impressed. They want San-an to return her medals. Why? Because she has short hair and so-called boyish looks. Just one problem: nobody asked for their 2 cents of misogyny. This has become a problem in South Korea. Unfiltered hatred towards women and feminists. They rubbish gender quotas, bully successful women, and want to abolish the gender ministry.
I think anti-feminism sentiment has existed for a long time. It is especially active online, where women are objectified, with violence against them being mocked as though it's a game or a joke.
These online campaigns can be ferocious, and unfortunately they can also be popular. One anti-feminist YouTube channel boasts of 300,000 subscribers. How did misogyny become so rooted in South Korea? The society has always been male-dominated. More jobs for men, more pay for men, and more privilege for men. South Korea has the highest gender wage gap among developed countries. In recent years, there has been a pushback. The last decade saw some of the biggest women's protests in South Korea. The fragile, bigoted ego was hurt. Young keyboard warriors unleashed anti-feminist hatred, and they didn't have to look far for inspiration. South Korean politicians had that covered.
I think the biggest problem currently in South Korean politics is that politicians are denying that institutional discrimination against women exists, and they are dismissing women who voice concerns about women's rights as a source of gender conflict.
Meet lawmaker Hai Tae-kyung. He thinks feminism is a fad. He wants to abolish the gender ministry, and by the way, he hopes to be president one day. Conservative politicians are drumming up anti-feminist narratives. It's proving to be a dangerous game. Spy cam and revenge porn crimes are rising. Women are bullied and harassed online. And when they react, politicians call it gender conflict. This is truly an alternate reality. Gender quotas are described as victimizing men. Women activists are dubbed radical and militant. No one is spared. Not even a triple Olympic champion. President Moon Jae-in calls himself a feminist, but under him, things haven't improved. Women continue to wage a lonely battle. No government support, no muscle on the anti-feminists. While most of the world is debating how to achieve gender equality, South Korea still can't decide whether they need equality. Bureau Report, WION. World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.